Hi, this is Paul Slackers, Good News Planet. I'm speaking to Amy Chalfy. Hi, Amy. How are you?
I'm all right, Paul. How are you today?
Okay, you're with JASA, J-A-S-A. What does that stand for?
JASA stands for Jewish Association Serving the Aging.
Okay, celebrating New York City seniors, and we're going to talk about an upcoming event that you have, a fundraiser for all the good kind of work you do. And, you know, the senior community, no doubt about it, is growing and important. And just in today's New York Times, we're here on May 3rd, aging in place is a big story in the science section of the New York Times. And I believe you are all concerned about and care about and help people and seniors age in place. Is that so?
Yes, we help people. Our mission is to help people remain in the community with dignity and autonomy. And in fact, people prefer to remain in their homes. And we have a full range, is sort of an enormous range of programs to help people do that. We have what I would consider a depth and range of services that's unlike any other agency. And it includes affordable housing and caregiver support and case management and legal assistance and mental health services and senior centers and transportation and, very importantly, elder abuse prevention.
Oh, boy. Okay, so now we're here in New York. Are you New York-centric mainly?
Yes. We are one of New York's largest and most trusted agencies serving older adults in Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, and Long Island. We do not provide services on Staten Island.
Okay. So now, explain to me, so someone's, later on in years, and they realizing now, and their family is realizing now that they need help. And say a caregiver or somebody maybe take them to get their hair done or something like that. So how do they reach out to you?
Well, the place to start, you can reach us easily by phone, which is 212-273-5272, or via our website, which is www.jasa.org, or through our help center, which is an information and referral service, and that's help@jasa.org.
Okay.
And we're happy to provide consultation. Very frequently people call us and are not sure where to start, and our social workers provide guidance on the right type of service that might be appropriate, whether it's an older person herself calling or maybe a concerned family member or friend or neighbor.
So now this is, and I've had my parents, and we've dealt with that in their later years and passing and all those kinds of things. I mean, this is an area that it's like the two areas that are in essence the most important for us human beings is the birth and is the our later days. Neither of which we are educated on how to deal with.
Yeah.
In school, there's no courses, right, on how to raise a child or how to handle your parents in their later days. So, things that come up, should they keep driving? Should this and that? So how do you go about doing this? It's not so easy, I don't think.
No, it's a lot of uncharted territory. And even when you think you're prepared, oftentimes a crisis can occur, or just something happens, and it's very challenging, and particularly, when it's family members who are concerned or an older adult who may be isolated and may feel unprepared to negotiate all the different systems that seem to be in place. How do I speak to my doctor? How do I get more security, perhaps financial security with benefits and entitlements? How do I deal with a problem? Perhaps somebody is God forbid, trying to victimize me in some way, and I'm not sure what to do. So there are all sorts of challenges. Oftentimes caregivers come to us and really literally say, we just don't know where to start. So our social workers provide a professional assessment, and we help determine what the problem is, because sometimes that can also be very murky. Frequently people call us and say, I'm just looking for home care, but that may not be the crux of the matter. It may be a much different issue. Maybe the person could benefit from home-delivered meals. Maybe the person is isolated and would benefit from going to a senior center where they could be with other people and enjoy very fulfilling activities.
No, this is all reality, and it's for the children of and or the friends of a very, very difficult topic, and usually people, the caregivers, don't know who to speak to themselves, how to handle it.
Yeah, I think one of the biggest burdens, honestly, is when you're in uncharted territories, or uncharted waters, and you're not quite sure where to start. And that's really just, I must say that JASA professional social work staff, it really is trained to deal with individuals living in, we're in every community, and we work with all types of individuals, and we really look to figure out, what does this person want? How would this person's life be improved? How can we help? What are the resources around this person, whether it's family, friends, neighbors, or other community agencies? We partner with as many different kinds of people and organizations as we can to make life better.
I like your thought process and the way you're approaching it. It's not like they should. It's what do they, in essence, what's important to them, right? I see that you're good listeners. I get a feeling.
Well, we try. One of the things, listen, in all our lives, we at least we try to have the illusion of control. But it's an important thing. We want, as you get older, and for some people, getting older is a smooth process. Nothing terrible happens. But for most of us, there's always going to be it's a time of opportunity and challenge. And you want to feel as if you're prepared and have as much control as you can. And I'm speaking now on the part of the older person, herself or himself. Even those individuals who may be struggling with a physical illness or maybe some memory loss, everybody wants to feel as in charge of their own lives as they possibly can, and we respect that.
And the living at home or going to an assisted living, that is big time challenge, right? I mean, first you have to have the opportunity to be able to live at home, and maybe you start to need somebody there, 24/7, so on and so forth. Trying to figure that confusion out is you could lose your hair on your head. So you help with that?
Yes, we do help with that. The decision-making around how long an individual can remain, quote-unquote, aging in place versus going into some assisted living environment or a nursing home environment, I think it's always helpful to have a conversation with a professional before that decision is made. Because sometimes people are unaware of the types of assistance that may be available to them to make living at home easier and more manageable.
And, a child is, intimately involved, right? And so involved that, and it's probably not their specialty, that they might not be making the right choices or have the right knowledge, let's put it like that.
That's right. Listen, we know people can be a success in all sorts of fields, but this is one field where it's helpful to have a specialist, and that's JASA's strength. We know how to help people manage this time of life. I would also add that, of course, while there are many families where children are actively engaged with their parents or with other elderly relatives, unfortunately, there are some people who are struggling through this alone, and maybe they have to rely on family that lives long distance. And so we help provide assistance in those situations as well.
A bunch of, I'll use a Yiddish term, menches.
Yeah, we try to be.
So now,
I think that term, by the way, translates into every language.
I agree. So just a couple other questions. So I know you said you were a Jewish organization. Do you just help those that are Jewish? Absolutely
not. We provide services with respect for individuals of all cultures, ethnicities, religions. As I said, we operate in so many different communities in New York City and Long Island, and the place where we start is where people live. We engage in a conversation. We work with them to understand what it is they need and want. So we absolutely are committed. It's part of our mission and certainly what I think see as our value system to help everyone. We are the go-to agency to provide services for older adults in New York.
There you go. Okay, and do you have any more room in your event happening here on May 10th?
Yes, certainly. It's called Celebrating Seniors. It's this Tuesday, right, as you said, May 10th. It's taking place at 583 Park Avenue, and it's a celebration of who we work with and how we want to always do our best for them.
Okay, and you have a great MC there, and you have a former basketball player. Well, I mean, he still might play basketball, John Starks, and Philip C. Marshall.
Our MC is Jane Marsh, and of course we would welcome. I want to get this in. We would welcome any contributions. I believe so strongly that we do great work. So, of course, please go to our website. Again, it's www.jasa.org if people are interested in donating for this event. And of course, call us if you'd like to attend.
There you go. Quick, 2 last questions, Amy. What is good news for you?
Well, good news for us is, I think, if we are able to meet our clients' needs and serve our mission and help people live in the most fulfilled, safe way that they can.
Okay, that's beautiful. And the last question, we're very involved with World Peace, International Day of Peace, and we do a lot of events. And it seems to me that you are a peace organization. What does peace mean to you?
I think, I think it means that we're all working together to make the world a better place to live. And so for us, that means, let's say, intergenerational coalitions and multicultural coalitions. We talk a lot about helping make it's a good place to grow old. Well, we want to make this a good place to live, and that requires everyone working together. So everyone working together means peace.
I love it. Okay, Amy, I look forward. We're going to come over and be there and support you, and thank you very much for doing the good work that you do.
Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.